It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between NFC South rivals. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Coming up next.
It's been the home of the Panthers since 1996. Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. We welcome you to EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. So good to have you on board with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Oatson here. Greg, you look at the marquee, and it's a lot of offensive stars here. I'm looking at the other side. Defenses better show up here if you want to walk out with a win.
Yeah, I think the burden, of course, lies on the players, particularly the players in the secondaries of both of these teams. They're going to have moments where they've got to win one-on-one, as you said, against some of the top offensive skill players in the league. But I also feel like there's a lot on the shoulders of this defensive coordinator. Can you change up coverages, change up looks, make it difficult pre- and post-snap? Not only on these wide receivers and skill players, but also on the guy with the ball in his hand, calling the shots, playing quarterback.
The kicker, Blake Grupe, set to start it. And off we go from Charlotte. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
When he was taken as the first overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's gotten some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen.
They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Young. That into the hands of Hubbard.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Man in motion, heading left. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. He'll try and get there on the ground. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
That's taken it. It's Xavier Legette. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. They go back to Legette. He's got another one. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
They'll motion over Thielen. On 1st and 10, here's Young. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
And not much there. Down to about the 13. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Hubbard. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Young. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down. I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
This has been a solid opening drive. They're knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Powering forward. He's in. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Carolina. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Panthers will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. And their quarterback is the all-time leading passer for the Raiders, Derek Carr, the veteran.
In my opinion, Mike, if they expect to leave here today with a win, they're going to have to be aggressive early and often. They might not connect on all of them, but pushing the ball downfield could open up a lot of opportunities for you to take advantage as this game unfolds.
Throwing at the start. Here's Carr. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Mike, I love studying the NFL and just seeing the amount of ways NFL coordinators are able to get their running backs now involved in the passing game. They're kind of chess pieces. They can move them out in the slot. They can put them out wide, of course, out of the backfield. It's a big part of today's modern NFL.
Now, 2nd down throw from Carr. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Shaheed with the catch, and he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Blackshear to return. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The Panthers offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
Well, what this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth, he certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
The Saints offense ready to take over for their second possession. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Carr. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Now the first carry of the game for Jamal Williams. A short gain there, down to the 10. We are through one. The Panthers off to the early advantage. And will return to Charlotte in a moment. On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. And he's in! Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, Saints.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
That ties the game at 7.
We're on top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Raheem Blackshear on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers offense ready for this next possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. On play action, Young. First down throw there is incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They motion a receiver right. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 17 yards, the gain there. It's good for a Panther first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The motion man is Sanders. They'll go play action with Young. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. A gain of 24 through the air. It's a Carolina first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
At some point, the offensive line cannot just be dependent on the perfect play call. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to distort the defense and create some space for the running back to run. In this case, nobody could win. Stop for no gain.
A second down throw for Young. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
From the pistol, a give to Hubbard. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Throwing is Young. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. To throw, Young. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Bryce Young, touchdown, Panthers. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now, Pinheiro to add on the extra point. The kick is good. Panthers will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Williams now to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for first and 10. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
We'll go play action with Carr. Right back to Hill. He's got it again. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, My philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Play is made there by DJ Wano. Two minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. In motion is Hill. Second down, Carr. This throw right side is caught by Hill. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Carr working out of the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
And no chance to down this one. It carries deep into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. A throw left side caught by Sanders. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. That's to the left side, hauled in by Leggett. Now inside the 25. And he'll be taken down. The Panthers will take their first timeout as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Young. That into the hands of Hubbard. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Saints' 18-yard line.
2nd and 7. To throw is Young. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 11 yards as they move the chains.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their 2nd, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. The motion man is Sanders. On 2nd down, Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. The Panthers, they're going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. Pinheiro going to come on and try a field goal now. This about as short as you can get. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the Panthers build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. On first down, Carr. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. It was the running back, Chuba Hubbard, who put together a solid first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Saints offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Carr. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
A give up the middle with Kamara. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes 4th down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
The Panthers offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Young to throw on 1st down. Secured by the veteran Adam Thielen.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Out of the shotgun, Young. He'll get this out to his running back. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. To throw is Young. He's got his man. That's Leggett. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Young. He's going to look for the home run ball. Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, with the good coverage, and there to get a hand on it.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
On 4th down, the longtime special teams ace, Johnny Hecker on to punt. Cedric Wilson back to receive. The Saints offense getting set to get back to work. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
They're going to go right back to Kamara. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
From the shotgun, it's Carr. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
The Saints will punt this one away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And he looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. The Panthers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the 1st half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Jatavian Sanders was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. He runs with it. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. A throw left side, taken in by Thielen. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. On the bootleg, it's Young. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Now Young. The throw on the run is complete. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
They'll motion over Thielen. Young to throw on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the give, it's Hubbard. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. They'll try the right side with Hubbard. Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
A 40-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago. And now he's back out to kick it away. On the return, it's Williams. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Saints offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Carr working out of the gun. A toss left side, caught by his running back. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down. Shaheed in motion. They'll try and run for this with Kamara. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Carr. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Carr. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw, it's Carr. Right back to Hill. He's got it again. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
2nd down, Carr. That one into the hands of Hill. Here comes 3rd and 6. Now a toss, running left with Kamara. And it looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy gain, and they pick up the 1st down.
Carr now to throw on 1st down. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Kamara. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Saints 14.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Velus Jones now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and Xavier Leggett headed back onto the field. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Here's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Hubbard. And that'll be a pickup of 3. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. Another run here with Hubbard. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Here's a handoff to Hubbard. New Orleans, 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. Here's a 3rd and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Johnny Hecker in punt formation for the Panthers.
So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. In the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are winners, as we say, so long from Uptown Charlotte.